What if we thought of motherhood as not a time where we lost ourselves, but actually just a time where we lost our structure? And that's really what we need to replace. So, going through postpartum myself after my first, I'm currently pregnant with my third, I realized as someone who is so type A and someone who just thrives on structure, routines. For crying out loud, I used to work in project management. Like, I love structure. I love having some kind of like control over my situation. With motherhood, the first thing that gets taken away is control, right? Yes, you can prepare for your birth, but something can always happen. Yes, you can prepare for postpartum, but you still don't know exactly how breastfeeding is going to go, especially if it's your first time. You have no idea what to expect. You can do all this prep work, which is great, and I highly recommend it because it's better than not, because it still sets you up a leg ahead. But there's still that layer of like, whoa, my life is freaking changed once you become a mom. And a lot of that is like the control piece to being taken away from us. Control and structure. And that's what I think about like my clients and some of the things they're doing right now. It's not complicated. It's not like they're all of a sudden starting this new plan where it's like a lot of crazy stuff they have to do to change their body postpartum. Really, it's just giving them some kind of structure and some system to follow. Like, a lot of us just need something to rely on. Because when we lose that, we do feel like we lost ourselves because we don't have that clarity in our mind to put that time into ourselves because we're so busy focused on like when our kids eat, feeding schedules, sleeping schedules, lack of sleep, all the things. Our brain's going a million different directions. That where's that like direction towards ourselves? Like, there's one client in particular I'm thinking of right now that she's postpartum with her second baby. She's a little over 6 months postpartum, and she's phenomenal. She's killing it. But like when I think about what she's actually doing, her action items are not anything like profound or like crazy. She's getting 2 workouts in a week. She has a step goal, and then we're tracking her calories and her protein. And she's currently in a calorie deficit because we've gotten to a point with her supply. She was eating like 2,800 calories. Great supply, all the things. Lost a ton of weight that way. Then we got to a point where like, okay, now we're ready for a calorie deficit. We kind of stalled out a little bit. And just in her fat loss phase itself, she's lost 8 pounds, maintained her supply. Literally now the lowest we've gone is 2,400 calories. Losing weight on 2,400 calories. And she lost her job while we're working together. So that's a huge mental toll, right? The economy is like not great with certain jobs and like the field that she's searching in. That's hard. Again, she's 6 months postpartum with her second baby of 2 kids now. If she didn't have this structure, I'd argue that she might have spiraled, but she has that thing she can come back to rely on for herself. And that alone can help you get your identity back because you have someone else putting together a structure, a plan, a system for you, and you just have to follow it and execute it. That was truly what helped me postpartum too. It was like I kept trying to follow these plans I did before I had kids and realized like I was just burning out all the time, feeling like a failure, feeling like I wasn't trying hard enough because every week I would try to follow this plan, and if I didn't follow it perfectly, I was like, oh my God, like, what am I doing? So the odds are, if you feel like you've lost yourself in motherhood, you probably just lost your structure and you probably lost your routine. And instead of going back to what you were doing before you had kids, just defaulting back to like, okay, this is what worked for me before, look into how you can support yourself now postpartum with a new plan, new structure, new system that actually works around your life and helps you get the results that you're looking for.